going on? Good morning, good morning. Just announcing again some questions and answering some things about the giveaway. Thank you to everybody who has entered to win one of these DJI Mini 2SEs. I will be getting, like I said, a brand new one for you to unopen. Right now we have just under 300 people entered, so you have a great chance of winning this drone. And to answer a few questions, no, you do not have to have no drone to win. You can have 20 drones, you can have the Mini 2SE, you can have one drone, two drones, it doesn't matter. I'm clearly not one to judge. So, I just, there's no reason I can exclude anyone from, a new follower, an old follower, a subscriber, etc. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be announcing on Friday. And I will be verifying everybody's email, which I'm doing right now, basically. I'm still kind of working through some of the images I was loading last night. If you were tuned into the live, hey, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. So I've had a lot of people basically use the Drone Camp website too, which I'm really thrilled about. You can, if you don't know this already, message me directly when you go on. If you've already entered the giveaway, you can still go back to that site and basically there should be a messaging section in the bottom right that'll pop up. It will be a little robot at first, but I get a direct message to me when that comes up. So basically, anytime you message me at thedronecamp.com, I will get a direct message, which is really cool because, what the heck was that? YouTube doesn't have a direct messaging system, so this is kind of a way for me to bypass that. And if you want to add more of a question, hey, from India, what's going on? Welcome to the live. If you go to thedronecamp.com, you can kind of bypass having to message me on YouTube, because there's really it's not always the best way. But once again, so if you head here to the Drone Camp, and down on this bottom little section here, that's where you jump in and you can talk to me. You can basically jump right on in. Like I said, it will be a little robot at first, but essentially you can drop me a message anytime. I will also be doing some exclusive member only giveaways. So thank you to the 5 members. Let me just give a quick shout out to some of my members that I have going on. I haven't memorized everybody's name yet, but I'm sure, if we keep growing this community, you guys, I think we'll be knowing each other on a first name basis, hopefully. But the Drone Camp and this whole idea is just to kind of enhance the education around my channel and try to give you guys more resources, a lot of which I hope to be free. Let's see. Let me go to my studio. We have had over 500 visitors to thedronecamp.com already, which is fantastic. Let me go to my members only section. See all members. Hey, I just got a new message via, I don't know if it's someone from the live, but I did just get a brand new message. Hey, what's going on? So let me give a quick shout out to Vishnu Ra J94, Calvin C, Sneaky Niki, Dutch Officer, and Stephen Farley. You guys, I really appreciate my members, and I've already given them some exclusive content. Like I said, I'll be doing some exclusive lives where they can ask me some more in-depth questions. We can get really in-depth on different topics about drones, whether you're flying them for your hobby or your profession. So thank you guys as well. And I just announced yesterday that I'll be giving one of those 5 members, a brand new wireless microphone from Godox, which is actually a really great brand that I already use for my flash transmission. So really exciting stuff. I've gotten some more contacts with new brands as well, and hopefully I'll be able to facilitate more of these giveaways. But once again, I will be announcing the winner of the DJI Mini 2SE on Friday night, somewhere between 5 and 8 p.m. It really depends on how my schedule unfolds the rest of the week. We've had weird weather. I think a lot of people in the live last night were in agreement with that. I don't know where everyone's tuning in from, but we've had just like such a hot and muggy summer that there's a lot of times where I'll have to be on call, and I'll have a realtor or someone say like, I need you there tomorrow, or we need to squeeze this in today, or so there's been times where I've had 3 or 4 shoots in one day, and then I've had to spend like today a lot of the day editing, which is fine because a lot of times I'm able to charge a little bit of a rush fee. So that is nice. But let me quickly jump in and see what the current numbers are for the drone giveaway. See if it has crested 300 yet. I mean, but that's pretty impressive. So, no, it's still just under 300. And let me see who we got messaging. But it's pretty exciting to think that, you know, out of 10 million, sorry, 10 million, 10,000 subscribers, we have like a really small group of folks who have tuned in and stayed on. And yes, I am human. The bot is not, though. You will not talk to a human until I jump on. But this is the drone guy. This is me live responding to your messages, you guys. This is the drone guy. But I wanted to make myself a little bit more accessible because, to be honest, I think as fun as YouTube is, it definitely has become my really only channel. I've actually completely deleted my Facebook and Instagram, which had almost like 15,000 followers combined. And the reason is because it forces me to basically commit to creating content here, and I think it's the most rewarding for me and for you guys. Oh, nice. So you already have the Mini 2 SE. That's awesome. You know, I don't know how long you've had it, but I hope you've had the same experience as me. It's been just such a fun drone. I really wish I did have it a long time ago. And I'm glad at first I was kind of questioning, like, do I need this? Because like I said, I have, this is my work drone, my Mavic 3, the original Mavic 3. So I got this right when they came out. I've had this for almost 2 years now, or geez, almost 3 years now, I think. And so, you know, I didn't really want to take this to different trips, and this is my business in a lot of ways. If something happens to this, I have insurance, but I have such a quick workflow that I really couldn't afford to wait for a new one to come in. And at the time, they actually were out of stock, or they were at risk of being out of stock. And so basically, I decided to get the Mini 2 SE so that I could travel more and feel a little bit guilt-free about taking my business drone with me, and this did not disappoint. And that's the whole reason I started this channel. And if you've been watching long enough, you probably have gotten the idea of that as of right now. But yeah, I'm not excluding anyone from being able to win the Mini 2 SE on Friday, as long as you've entered and are subscribing to my channel. That's really all. I'm going to be using a random email picker from my GoDaddy site to pick somebody's email and verify that they're following me. And that's pretty much how we're going to go. And Friday, we're going to see who wins. Both that and then the members only, I will be announcing who wins that as well. You've had it for 4 weeks now. Awesome. The Mini 2 SE. Very cool. Have you... what would you say your favorite thing to photograph with the Mini 2 SE is? And hey, Darius, what's going on? You got the Mini 3 yesterday? Oh my God. Did you get the one with the built-in screen controller? Did you get the one with which controller did you get? I'm curious. And yeah, definitely hang on until Friday. I did make it only a week because I think I'll probably be doing a live between 5 and 8, and I'll probably get the winner chosen and make sure they're confirmed just prior to going live, to make sure that there's no like retractions or anything silly like that. I want to make sure that when I go live or when I share this, it's going to be legit. What is a good cheap? What would you say? Sorry, what is FOS? Sorry, Raptor. You know FPS. Like FPV type drone. I think probably. You know, that's probably the one area I don't have a ton of experiences in the FPS or the FPV drones. But you know, I've heard a lot of people really like the Avatas, but I wouldn't necessarily those are cheap. So let me get back to you on that. Definitely drop me a message on the dronecamp.com if you don't mind, and we can go from there. I'd love to help you out, try to find something. Oh, Jesse, what's going on? You purchased the Mini 4 Pro a month ago. I'm assuming it came in and you've gotten a chance to fly it. I hope it's been good. And don't mind me if I do look away. I'm not. That's good, Jesse. Have you had a chance to use any of the features or maneuvers? You're probably just getting used to like. Is this your first drone, or are you experienced at all with the DJI drones? It can be really intimidating when you get a new drone. It can be, and even something like the Mini 4. I don't know if I think I was just talking about this last night, but still be mindful of the sensors. Like the Mini 2 SE has just the 2 bottom sensors, but the Mini 4 Pro has, has all the bells and whistles. It's just like almost a mini Mavic 3. They're pretty sweet. I honestly, if I needed one, I probably would get the Mini 4 Pro. I would like that. I don't know if I'll go from 8 to all the way to 5 to 8. It'll be sometime around there, maybe even a little later, but it'll be in the evening. And I will give folks as much of a heads up as I can. Germany. Don't worry. Honestly, my English is bad too, and I'm English. I'm thinking about buying the Mini 2SE. Is it? Yeah, absolutely. I think the Mini 2SE and welcome Corpus. I do think the Mini 2SE is still the best budget beginner drone, and I can't wait till it's back on refurbished for $225. That's crazy to me that you can get one of these even refurbished for that amount. So this goes for $279. I have tagged this in the live, which is new. So once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I can start tagging these products. Can drones be good for hunting and tracking animals? They can, however, you got to be very careful because there is most likely local laws that allow you to either not do that at all or have a certain permit. So in my experience, no, I'm definitely not the right person to ask. I'm not a hunter at all. But I do know some people use drones to hunt and track. My guess is there's got to be rules on that though. So be very, very careful. Hey Samar, how's it going? Air 3 is professional. Yeah. I mean, Air 3, I'd love to get my hands on an Air 3. Do I think that I'd say they're pretty comparable. I do think the Mavic 3 is just a little bit of a step up. I cannot speak more highly about the Mavic 3 as my business drone. I mean, it is like the most insane flying experience ever. It's so responsive. The screen is just incredible. The Flymore combo at Sam's. Yes, Corpus, thank you for reminding me. I wish I could tag that Sam's bundle. There is a Flymore combo if you have a Sam's membership for $279. That is crazy. I wish I could get like 10 of those. I got my DJI 3. Sorry, I'm reading some of your comments, you guys. Welcome. Glad you're joining in. Hey, welcome from the Philippines, Francis. That's really cool. Yeah, you got the Mini 3. That's really cool that you're like, that is such a fun drone. I actually use that all the time as a supplemental drone to my business as well. It's such a awesome drone. Quickest startup to any drone I have is the Mini 3. You can unpack it and get flying in 60 seconds. The Mini 2SE is still, like I said, an awesome drone. If you do get rid of it, let me know. I'd probably buy it from you. Like I said, I think this drone is still the best beginner budget friendly drone. And don't worry about it not having the 4K or all the bells and whistles, you guys, because I do think forcing you to learn your own obstacle avoidance and sense of awareness of where the drone is extremely helpful. And you still see a lot of people crashing the Mini 3 Pros, Mini 4 Pros because you can't always count on the sensors. These drones go very fast, and it's got 12 megapixel photos, 2.7K video, and clearly I've grown a channel with the Mini 2SE up to 10K. This is literally what 90% of my content is, so it's a totally relevant drone for sure. What are my thoughts on the Mini 4 Pro? Definitely a sweet drone. To be honest, I'm a little disappointed I haven't flown one yet. I might just even rent one, just so I can give feedback on my channel about how it compares. I'd love to do a comparison to my Mavic 3. But Mini 4 Pro is your top of the line mini series drone, and in many ways could be considered a prosumer drone. So I am going to be trying to do the DJI Mini 2SE as an international giveaway, and that is one of the reasons I have to, I guess, do a little verification first. I hope there may be some import restrictions depending on where you come from, but I am going to do everything I can to, whoever you are, wherever you are, get you this drone. So good question. Hey, man, Toast, what's up? How's it going? I like to see a lot of people joining these lives last night and this morning. This is cool. Indonesia, what's going on? And if you are new, basically I'm going to be doing a giveaway on Friday. Are you going to buy the Mini 5? Is there a Mini 5 out? I probably will. When it does come out. But I'm giving this away on Friday, you guys, sometime in the late evening. And I have just about 300 entries right now. So I'm trying to get back to the folks who have helped me with this channel. And let me check to make sure I didn't miss anything on. Trying to get back to some of these messages too. You guys are sending me. If you haven't gone to the dronecamp.com website to enter, My keyboard just decided to stop working. That's great. If you haven't gone already to the dronecamp.com website, there is a message feature. So I wish I could donate, but don't have a card. No worries. So if you want to join the giveaway, head to probably the easiest way is either to type in thedronecamp.com or head to one of my more recent videos that's highlighting the giveaway, and it should be a link right in the description. And all you have to do is enter your email. It's a one page. Let me pull it back up. I have it on my iPad, and I'll show you what the page looks like. So basically it looks just like this. And on the bottom right here, you can send a message right to me, but right here is where you enter your email, and I'll get an email saying that you've entered. You'll get an email verifying it. And world, what's going on? Welcome to the live. And I'm also doing a members only giveaway, and I did a shout out to them a little earlier, so thank you. Oh wow, I just got a huge boost in subscribers, you guys. Whoa. I'm not sure if any of you guys who just joined are new followers of mine, but I really appreciate it. I just saw like 8 new subscribers roll in. What's fun sometimes is when I do these little lives, I keep my live subscriber feed going live, so it's kind of exciting to see that. I'll sometimes toggle in and see who's new. In Puerto Rico, what's going on? I'd love to go back to Puerto Rico. I was staying in Old San Juan for a couple weeks with my buddies, and that was like the time of our life. We had such a good time. Such a beautiful, beautiful area. Yeah, let's see. Okay, cool. So yeah, basically I can also, like I said, see all these great messages come through instantly onto my phone. It's so you're a drone startup. Is that ask? So you'll have to. I'm getting to the point where I'm old. What's ASMR stand for? Is it ask me anything type of situation? Oh yeah, I got the Tello on the back, Francis. That is a good beginner drone. You know, I haven't even opened it, and it's because I want to basically take the time to really learn how to use it and do a really cool review of it, because I'd love to buy a bunch of those, and part of the drone camp is online, but part of the drone camp is going to be here where I live and teach kids how to use this type of stuff. But you can always write me an email. Sorry, Drone NL, are you having trouble joining, my man? If you need help, you can always send me an email at thedroneguy.com. Or sorry, at thedroneguy@gmail.com. So let me see if I can drop that in the comments here, you guys. I don't even know how to. I'm still getting used to how to use this thing, to be honest with you guys. I thought I could add to the chat, but maybe not. Just if you want to head, and also if you go to the description on my page, basically in my bio, I have all my contact information, and as well as my photography website, which has a lot of my real estate portfolio as well. Mini 4 Pro or Mini 2SE, how important is the flight time? If this is your first drone and you have the budget, I'd go with the Mini 4 Pro, only because one thing about flight time, and I will say the Mini 2SE is probably one of its weaknesses is the battery life. However, like I said, this kind of forces you to get more batteries, and I think if you either get the Fly More combo or invest in a couple extra batteries after the fact, that will be helpful. But as a new drone flyer, having the more batteries or the longer battery life will be helpful. If you're looking for some sort of mid-range compromise, my Mini 3 actually has the best, I'd say the best battery life of any of my drones. My Mavic 3, depending on the weather, my Mavic 3, depending on the weather, may compete with it. But if you saw my range test with the Mini 3, basically I was able to get it to just out of the line of sight at 3 miles, and it still had like 20-something, 30-something % battery life when it got back, which is just insane. Oh yes, the ASMR is like satisfying noise, but it sounds weird when you say it. Like, No, that's actually, you know, one of my most popular videos shorts on YouTube is just me starting up the drone, launching it, and poking it with my finger, and it is entertaining, and I don't know what it is, but the drone sounds are very, the tech noises are cool. I will admit, I will have to think about that because now that I have all these drones, they all have their own like little startup noises. Like for example, this is the startup noise of the Hover, this little Hover X drone. I did tag this drone in the comments as well, and if you do check out my short on this, I should have a link where you can get a little. It's on sale right now too. This drone's sweet. But let me hold this. Should turn on. Oh, there we go. See, it has that little doorbell ring. So really satisfying. This is the Mini 2 SE. Let me turn down my music. Let me get the Mavic 3, and then we'll go, the Mini 3, and then we'll go Mavic 3. We'll turn all the drones on. Why not? I'm gonna eventually start doing lives, you guys, where so you basically press. There, I didn't want to interrupt it. But you basically tap and tap again and hold, and that's how you turn on most drones today. I don't know where these universal things came from. There's also some interesting universal launching features, basically, where if you have a controller, which is surprising I don't have one right in my face here. Hold on one second, you guys. All right, so basically, another kind of universal thing about drones, which I've come to find out, is even with this little small Snaption drone, like the manual startup can be the exact same. It's either pushing the joysticks completely to the center that way or completely to the outside. So like for example, I'll turn on my Mini 3 and I'll show you guys, but let me quickly throw on, and I'm getting totally distracted, I should probably be doing work, but I'm excited about the giveaway, you guys. I probably won't be able to sleep on Friday night or Thursday night. All right, but let me quickly start up. So let me start up this, so once again, double tap. I don't know, this drone has always impressed me. It is such a beast. I really think it's like I would never probably buy a Porsche, but I would buy another Mavic 3 because it feels like I'm flying a drone version of a Porsche. And the thing is the live video feed is so clear. It's like, it feels like the most epic video game you're playing, but it's actually real life. And what's cool about the Mavic 3 is it kind of comes with this case that makes it look like, I don't know, it's like Bane from, oh my god. I don't know, so very cool drone. Let me quickly show you guys, same thing though with the remotes. You press it once, hold on, I have to let it kick back out, yeah. Press once, hold it. I know, the noises are so satisfying. I don't know what it is. Thanks for suggesting that, because maybe I'll get back into those types of things. But let me quickly demonstrate what I'm talking about, because, and this is what I do a lot of times when I'm manually launching. Oh, even this has a cool startup noise. Did everyone hear that? Here we are geeking out on a Wednesday to drone noises, everybody. Welcome, welcome. If you're new to the live, we're not just doing drone noises, but I am reminding folks that you can enter to win this DJI Mini 2 SE on Friday by entering the drone camp, your email to thedronecamp.com. And like I said, you can, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this over here so I don't cut myself on. That would just be stupid. Alright, people keep trying to call me. Alright. So basically, like I was saying before, is one of the easiest ways to launch any... There we go. Alright. Sorry, I lost you guys for a second. So the easiest way to kind of consider launching any drone, whether it's a DJI drone, a Snaption drone, EXO, Potensic, you know, they all kind of seem to have this universal startup where you can basically hold the buttons down in the corner. Let me just quickly get myself logged in here. Okay, boom. So once you kind of let the drone orient itself, you're basically just going to want to press both sticks down.
Take off.
Once again, really cool startup noise. But that's going to basically same thing. You can turn it off same way. So that's helpful as well if, let's say, the drone's losing its mind, which is a flyaway situation. It doesn't happen ever really with me, but that's another way to kill the engine, and that's what it's really designed for. And Francis, I just saw your message here.
Home point updated.
Yeah, third-party apps. I have to try I think it's the Litchi app. I don't know how to really pronounce it, but apparently you can do like active tracking and stuff with the Mini 2SE and the Mini 3 and a couple of drones that lack the sensors for obstacle avoidance, but you can still make it work. Can't you use the motor controller with the newer drones like the Mavic? Yeah, so I actually sometimes, one of the reasons I bought a refurbished Mavic 3 was so I had an extra one of these controllers to pair with my Mavic 3. And that is really nice to be able to use this with my Mavic 3. It doesn't, unless you have the, I'm not sure the name of the exact controller, but this doesn't have as crystal of a live feed as my phone, surprisingly. However, it's really nice. And one little tip, if you do have this controller, you can slide down anytime. Hold on, slide down, there we go. And that activates a bunch of other features. So you can access Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, airplane mode. You can take a screenshot or a screen recording on this. And what's really cool as well, you guys, is most people don't realize it, but on the bottom here, once again, they make them so hard to get into, is a little memory card slot. So, excuse me, let's say you go fly and are about to miss the shot, the sun's about to go down, oh my god, there isn't a memory card in. Well, you have one in your controller, so that's also kind of nice to have as well. If I were to fly this in here, another reason that's kind of cool to have is, and if you can't hear me, I apologize, but basically, and I'm going to put it down for a second. You know, I should have brought my landing pad in, but one of the other cool parts about starting this, the drone manually like this, is because you can basically choose how high the altitude start point is. Whereas if you basically just have it on auto hover mode, you know, there's a chance, depending on where you fly, that it could just kind of clip something right away. And there's been times where the only place I can launch is like under like a set of trees or tree branches, and I just have to kind of quickly go out and just send it out. So having that manual control is really helpful. The very top box in the background of my screen up here, or the top box over here, the very top box. I can bring you guys over there really quick. Let's see what we got going on. All right, let's take a look. So I have some of the other drones I have are the Snaption, and I apologize if the screen. Let me just turn the screen over. So I have the Snaption drone, which I've been starting to review. This drone is a really cool starter drone. It's less than $200, and you know, it does teach you how to really be a conscious flyer. It doesn't have the hoverability as some of the more advanced drones, and it doesn't have some of the sensors, but if you want to learn how to just be confident with a drone, this is a really cool option for you. And it does have 1080p and takes some pretty cool pictures. So the Exo Mini Pro, I just kind of did a live unboxing of this, and I haven't flown it yet, but I'm extremely excited to try this out, because check a look at some of the stats. If it holds up to any of these stats, I'm going to be blown away. Check this out. So 48 megapixel camera, the Omni obstacle avoidance, and 9-mile range. That will be something I'm going to have to put to the test. The hover, this drone is obviously one I was showing you guys before. Probably my favorite drone so far outside of the DJI series. I'm really being honest. And then I've got my DJ3. Just kind of going through here too. You guys, this is going to be one of my more up and coming reviews as well. This is from Pet Cruise. Thank you so much, by the way, for sending this to me. This is specific for the DJI Mini 2SE. I'm really gonna try to give one of these this way as well, because this height is able to hold your laptop. It's a hard case as well, and it is able to hold the entire Flymore combo. Yes, really quick about the giveaway. If you haven't entered, I'm going to be announcing it on Friday. I'm going to be giving away the Mini 2 SE, and it's going to be chosen randomly, and it's going to be someone who's sent their email into the website at thedronecamp.com, as well as someone who's following me. So stay tuned for Friday. This is also the Potensic Atom. This is also one of my favorite alternatives to DJI because its specs. It's a sub 249 gram drone. It does have 4K video and a 3-axis gimbal as well. And so far it has a great range, and it hasn't been interrupted as much as I expected it to. This is my other Mavic 3. But yeah, basically you guys, that's most of my drone lot. Let me just quickly add a couple messages really quickly come in. Let me go in and make sure I answered everything. What was it? Hey, Greece, that is amazing. I was just not too far from Greece last summer in Italy. Hello. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Help the drone cool down in temperature. So, yeah, it does heat up. And to be honest, there are times where I have had my drone land and I'm like, the motors are on fire. These things are really hot. Especially the Mavic 3. That thing is such a beast that I do worry sometimes, but I've also never had any issues. These are all what are called brushless motors. Let me see if, sorry. And even holding onto the battery right now, it hasn't flown, this drone hasn't flown. I turned it on a few minutes ago, and the battery is warm. But let me quickly show you. See those? Those are all gonna probably ensure that they can handle heat. And I'll be honest, I've been flying DJI products for almost 10 years now, and I definitely haven't had an overheat issue at all. Not to say it can't happen. I do fly most primarily on the coast of Maine, which, you know, I don't think it really gets incredibly hot, but it's been a very hot summer for us. Drone footage. Yes, sorry, I got your question about the giveaway. Yeah, no, I agree. If you can afford it, the more obviously advanced drones will be a better beginner drone. It will have more features, more safety features, etc. But once again, I do think my point was more of, if you're someone who's bummed that they don't have enough money for the Mini 4 Pro and are like, man, I feel like I'm selling for the Mini 2 SE or the Mini 3, I can just totally tell you you're not. As someone who uses the Mavic 3 daily, which is just the flagship drone, you know, I don't feel like I'm losing, you know, a ton of sleep over the footage I'm getting. It's just really great. Let me make sure. I do not have a Mini 4 Pro. That's probably one of the only drones I didn't pull the trigger on, only because, like I said, the theme of this channel was to try to make this hobby feel as entry level as possible. And, you know, I think I will eventually get a Mini 4 Pro. Whatever mini series drone they come up with next, I'll probably get. So I think that'll be fun to share. Hey, Mr. Tambe, what's going on? He is a loyal follower of the page. I just want to give a shout out to him. Welcome to the live. You know, I have considered getting the DJI mic. I'm kind of racking up my points on the website, if you can imagine, with all this gear, and so I think that'll probably be my next DJI trigger. How do I maintain my batteries? That is a good question. I'd say keeping them stored properly is really important. I always have them in a bag, and actually even some of my Mavic 3 drone batteries for a while were in individual bags like this. Cycling my batteries out, making sure that the batteries, I'm not using just one battery, trying to make sure to get like a nice cycle and charge through all of them. One thing you guys should know how to do, as well as, let me see if I can pull it up quickly on my controller. You should be able to, yeah. So if you do tap in on your battery information, I don't know why it's not coming up on my, I'll have to figure out a faster way to get to this, you guys, I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. Well, you do have your transmission information, but I remember there being battery information where you can essentially make sure that your batteries So you can actually check the battery levels. You know, I'm gonna have to go, safety, maybe that's under safety. Oh, battery information. So under safety, and that's the heart of your drone. If your drone's battery is not good, you're going to not have a good flight. So anything 3.5 volts or higher is going to be where you're going to want to sit. Now that's going to sometimes drop if you're, you know, advancing or accelerating. But look, we're sitting here where there's no fluctuation. That means the drone battery is in good health. You can even see the drone battery cycle. So I've only recharged this drone battery 9 times. So that's another way I manage my drone batteries, is to make sure that I'm cycling in, checking that battery information. I didn't have the, it's a little different on the DJI Fly app that's built into my phone. It's a little bit easier. You have the, hey, supercars, what's going on? I hope you get to use that Mini 3 on some supercars. That would be really fun. One of my favorite shoots of all the time. And I didn't have the Mavic 3A. It was all manually flown. This was with the Phantom 4 back in the day. Was a couple antique Porsches I got to photograph. But super cool. Yes, the DJI Mini 4 has the omnidirectional sensors. It's essentially a mini Mavic 3. It's amazing. I really want to get my hands on it. Yeah, I mean, if anyone wins that's out of the country, I am going to try to get this drone to you if you win. That's really cool. Yeah, you know, that's cool for your friend to let you fly the drone. I do plan on, with all these drones I've acquired, starting a in-person drone camp here where I live in coastal New England. But yes, I really, unless there is some sort of like restriction on your country that I don't know about and I'm not anticipating, I'm going to be sending this drone wherever. I understand it might cost a little bit of money, but I mean, I think that's the right thing to do. It's I really don't want to exclude anybody from winning, and I have appreciated everyone's like and supports from no matter where you are. So I will learn something, I'm sure, and that's part of my mentality is, if you don't know, just try it. That's probably why I'm freakishly okay with flying these drones over water, because I basically desensitized myself to it. But once again, really quickly, I wanted to quickly show people too on their controller, and this is a universal DJI thing too, is you're going to have the C, the N, and the S. N is for normal. That's going to be the safest, kind of more, not safest I should say, but it's going to be the most balanced experience. Putting it on C actually stands for cinematic, and that's going to actually not make the drone so fast. So that's probably one of the better beginner settings to have. The old Phantom 4 actually had the ability to put it into a beginner setting mode, which I thought was great. I used to teach kids all the time with that. I would put my drone in cinematic mode for the first time. Yeah, I think so. Who here, that's a great point, Jesse. Flying over water, especially with birds, and luckily here where I live, birds just don't seem to mind my drone. If anything, I've had a couple instances where they're curious. But when I went to Italy, they were almost near impossible. I had to get up at the sunrise before they were up to fly my drone in some cases. And in Venice, even though I was staying just outside of the area where you can fly, or the area where you can fly, basically, I was so excited. I only got to fly the drone just after a thunderstorm, because every time I flew, it was like the bird mafia. They came in, they were talking, they were basically like, let's get this drone out of the sky. So basically, who here has ever had, hey, coast to coast drones, good morning, what's going on? Hey, so if anyone here hasn't had a chance to watch their channel, go check it out. They're actually doing a live tonight, and I believe it's at 8 o'clock. Let me double check that I didn't just mess that up. I did set my notifications coast to coast drone, and oh, you almost emailed me. Okay, well, you can email me anytime. I'm happy to see you guys. I was on their channel a couple weeks back now, and we had a lot of fun talking about the DJI band. But definitely go check out their page. They've done a really good job bringing together another drone community that I think would be really fun if we somehow overlapped to ours here at the Drone Guy. They definitely were helpful in facilitating me reaching this milestone of 10,000 subscribers. It's basically, let's see what time it is. It's it's about 11:30 in the morning, just before noon. Oh, DJI Neo picks leaked today. Oh, are you going to be talking about it on your live? I'm going to be tuning into that. And if I have a chance to do some research, I may even have some comments to share. We'll see. Got me breaking away from my screen again. DJI Neo leaked. Let's see. Do you have a site that you suggest coast to coast on? It's weird. The first picture came up looked like the Hover X drone. That couldn't be right. Tech Radar. No, that's. Oh yeah, that is a Hover X. Okay. So yeah, send me the pics. Oh, it's on. See, that's another community I need to join. Is probably is on X. I earlier in the live I explained I did just delete my. It is a hover drone. Oh okay. Oh okay. I'll have to definitely send me the info. And coast to coast, I don't know if you know this, but I am officially hosting this giveaway Friday. Feel free to announce it as well on your live tonight. I'm going to be sharing this, not this one in particular, but a brand new DJI Mini 2 SE to one of my subscribers. So very exciting week. But anyone on my channel should definitely go check out Coast to Coast Drones. They are an awesome channel to subscribe to. They're really committed to bringing the drone community together as well. So glad I came on this morning. I went on last night and thought this might be overkill. But with that being said, you guys, I probably will end on this good note. At this point, I think I've covered everything I wanted to, talked about some drones, showed you some cool tips. And once again, thanks to everyone who's tuned in. Let me just quickly make sure I don't miss anything. When it comes to birds, yes, red propellers. I have heard red is something that is something birds don't like. And I actually used to have a ton of I still do have a ton of bird experience, but we just have never had to have never had to worry about that where I live. There's only one really bird that worries me. It's an osprey, and don't really have to worry about it too much. Oh, you got a question, drone footage? What's going on? And Jesse, yeah, flying after a storm or golden hour is just the best. It really is. I'm just waiting on this last question before we close out. But once again, if you do have any other questions that you didn't get a chance to answer, if you are watching this live after it's posted and it's no longer live, you can head to thedronecamp.com. Let me pull up one more time before we close out. Thoughts on pineapple on pizza? I'll do it. I think savory and sweet is the most underrated combo. I put agave in my stir fry all the time. So savory and sweet, I'm totally game. Hey Matt, thanks again for tuning in. Yeah, I mean, if you're interested in buying a drone, definitely take a look at the products I've tagged. I do think the DJI Mini 2 SE is the best budget-friendly beginner drone to look at. But if you want, you can always send me, you guys, once you enter the giveaway at this site, thedronecamp.com, you can basically send me a direct message here on the bottom via this chat section. And that'll send a direct message right to me. Gummy bears or worms, yeah, you know, throw whatever you, pizza's pizza. Pizza's pizza. I'll throw a drone on pizza, probably need it. Yes, I'll probably do a segment on ND filters another time. With stream might be selling your Spark, so that'd be cool. Yeah, definitely send me any type of information, you guys. Always looking to connect. I've got a couple great emails from you guys as well. Make sure to send me a note on the chat. If I don't respond right away, it might just be because I'm sleeping or I'm at work or doing something, but I do really try to get back to everybody's questions because I really do appreciate the support and you guys tuning in. The giveaway will be sometime in the evening of Friday. Oh, Matt, you're a pilot, man. We should have you on the show. We'd love to talk to you. I love the pilot that taught me how to learn the airspace rules when I first got my Part 107 license. And I've actually been meaning to reach out all these years later. So always cool to see a pilot. Do you actually have a drone as well, Matt? And then I probably should go. But the giveaway is going to be in Friday evening, sometime probably between 5 and 8, closer to the 8 time range, 8 p.m. Eastern, United States. I'm on the East Coast. And I'll be announcing this more as the week goes on, but I wanted to basically share a couple lives here throughout the week while I got my workflow going so that people weren't left in the dark. Oh, cool. What would you say, Matt, really quick before we go? We'll end on your answer to your question, but curious, what is your favorite drone to fly that you have? Hey, cheers from Ireland again. I had a live guest from Ireland last night. Turning things off. Love to see people from across the world tuning in. Yeah, DJI mini drones. I have to admit, the first time, I still know exactly the flight I took with my first time with the Mini 2SE, and I remember just being like, this is awesome. And for someone who's been flying pretty cool drones for a while, that was fun. Yes, the Phantom 3 Pro. How about this? Drop me an email or a message, Matt Toast, because I would love to help you out a little bit more with that Phantom 3 situation, or love to hear more about what it is you're looking to get out of your drone experience. Oh wow, Southern Ireland. Wow, that sounds amazing. If you share some of your, I'm not sure if you're into the drone world, but if you share any pictures or videos on your channel, I'm gonna have to go check it out. But with that being said, you guys, I do have to log off and head to some other things, but I'll probably be doing another live either later tonight or the next few days as we approach the live basically announcement of who wins the giveaway. So once again, make sure to enter and essentially, yeah, peace out, you guys. Essentially, have fun this week, get after it, and like I said, if you have any other questions you didn't get a chance to answer, just drop them in the multiple channels now that you can reach out to me. So have a good day, you guys, and talk to you later.